Place my hand on the heart chakra. Taking a little zigzag. Burn away any last bits of energy that aren't serving you that we might have taken off. Hi there. I'm just getting a sense of your energy. Seems like you're feeling a little bit stressed and anxious these days and just needing someone to talk to. So I'm going to recommend that after watching today's Reiki session, that you should look into today's sponsor, Grow Therapy. Grow Therapy wants to make mental health care more human. I know how busy things can be, but Grow Therapy offers sessions on your own time. Book instantly online and get seen in as little as 2 days. They also offer nights and weekend sessions with no long wait lists, so you can get the help when you need it. One of my favorite things about Grow Therapy is their filter and sort feature. You can choose from specific wants in a therapist, including gender identity, language, faith, and more. Finding someone that you're totally comfortable with, essentially matching energies, is hugely important to me, so I love that feature. There's also no subscription required. You pay per session. And because Grow Therapy accepts 125 plus insurances across the US, including Medicaid in some states, the average session cost is only $21. I have done a lot of talk therapy in the past, and I found it really valuable. I also take a low-dose daily anti-anxiety medication, and Grow Therapy actually has psychiatrists they can match you with to help manage your medication as well. So they can do both things if you're looking for that. To learn more about Grow Therapy, click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen for a quicker way to get support and find a therapist. Thank you so much to Grow Therapy for sponsoring today's video. Now relax and enjoy. Well, welcome, Missy. Hey. Looking forward to doing a bit of work on you today. We'll kind of break this into 2 parts. So first half of the session will be energy assessment and doing a little bit of energy work. So this is going to be like removal of negative energy or energy that's not serving you, as well as bolstering any positive energy that needs a little bit of a boost. And then the second half will be more of a calming relaxation session. So kind of things that feel nice to calm down the central nervous system and reduce internal inflammation and stress that comes with anxiety in everyday life. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to stop me or ask. And otherwise, I am just going to read you and decide what I think the body needs. Getting this initial connection to you, small movements along the meridian lines, basically energy flow highways that give me a good sense of how things are moving. Your energy is pretty flow. There's a pretty good flow to it for the most part. I'm getting these little bumps along the way. Do you push through even when you're needing time to rest? Okay. You just I'm feeling that in the energy, that you're someone who, the energy feels like it can't stop, rather than it has a great flow. It feels like it can't stop. It feels pressure to go. I'm gonna sweep with the feathers, sort of
break down this barrier a little bit. I can tell that the energy's not fully open and ready yet. And that's nothing to do with, you know, your even ability to relax or anything like that, or it's just that if the body's not used to energy work, it can just take a second for it to let go. As we do this, we take away that tiny barrier, that little fruit skin peeling away to get down to the juicy fruit energy. Introducing a little bit of the wind element as well as the fire element from my own energy. Taking my orb and I'm going to run over the body and we'll look into it after and see what we've picked up. All these tools I use are just that. They're just tools. It's just ways for me to connect with you, to center my focus, and pay attention to the work that I'm trying to achieve in that moment. I might use them in a way that's different than another energy. worker. It's a very personal process. Just like an artist might use a paintbrush differently than another. I do hear a lot of feedback from people that they're not sure they believe in the science of it all, and I don't think of it as a science. There are some physiological benefits to letting someone take care of you. But to me, energy healing is completely an art. But there has been plenty of scientific studies that show that connection, community, art, these are all really good things for our minds, for our bodies, that people live longer when they connect with others. They tend to be healthier. I'm just going to analyze the orb now. Okay. You have really high expectations for yourself. And you hold yourself to standards that you don't hold other people to. You're also quite accomplished, and if you put your mind to something, you can get it done. But sometimes it's okay to do nothing. Sometimes the right thing is to do less. I'm going to rub you with some of my bracelets. Doing a lot of things to connect our energies today. And I sometimes do this with, again, people who have slightly more, I won't say a harder shell, because I think you're a very open and loving person, and you have very close relationships that you've had for a long time. But it's more that you hold yourself to such high standards that it's hard to let that go and let someone else take control. You are a very responsible person, but I want you to let go of that responsibility. There's nothing for you to do. There's nothing for you to handle. There's one main chakra I want to focus on. That's the crown chakra. Our crown chakra is our highest corporal point. It's the highest point on the body itself. It can get very blocked sometimes when we're feeling a lack of direction. Not as much as the third eye. And your third eye is not bad. It's more a lifting, an uplifting point. So I'm feeling, just a little unsure right now because yours is kind of pulses in and out. So it's this interesting thing where it feels like it's flowing 1 second and then it feels blocked the next second. Feels like something's trying to get out here. Something's trying to release from the body to lighten up the mind, to clear out. I'm tempted to say it's grief. You're holding on to a person or place or an idea, something big though. Something you can't quite let go. It's not always on your mind. It comes and goes. It's that pulsing. But it's always in the back. I think it's preventing you from finding your path and your contentness. Using my glass feathers now. Again, uplifting light. Removing this weight off of you. gonna make a little concoction. Just adding in some elements that I think would be helpful. More. Okay. Place my hand on the heart chakra. Adding in some tiger's eye influence for courage, confidence. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and blow out through the mouth. Using my bamboo sticks of the earth element. We've used the wind element, the fire element, the earth element, and the water element with the bottle. Creating a balanced healing for someone who needs a little balance. Needs some relaxation with the hard work. Needs some passiveness with the need to take on so much and be responsible. Feeling now the high heart and the crown chakra energy centers. It feels a little better actually. You're really welcome to this experience. Now I want to do a little bit of massage work and aromatherapy work. How do you feel about me using a little bit of oil in your beautiful soft hair? Is that okay? Okay. I'm going to turn you gently so I can tuck this in. Don't want to get your shirt dirty. We'll first start dry. Do some long sweeping motions, just scratching it gently with the tip of my nails. Working out all the tension, any pain or headaches from the day. A little bit of jasmine aromatherapy oil. I'll put just a little on my hands so you can smell it and tell me if that's okay. Does that smell okay? This is a form of Ayurvedic massage. It's kind of a mix of body work and mind work, energy work. Working the oil into the scalp, while also working through any muscle tension down the neck. using my Aventurine acupressure stick just to run down, separating the hair, taking a little zigzag. Does that feel okay? Running the Aventurine stick everywhere. It feels good. And mixing up with some sensations of the roller beads to keep you guessing, to keep the mind engaged. Slight tugging of the hair, bringing blood flow to the scalp and the head. Twisting around the temples. Really encouraging that energy flow. Whether you call it the meridian lines, like in Chinese medicine, or the qi, like in Indian culture, or just energy points. All we know is that when you stimulate them and give them a little love and attention, we feel better. It's a level of recovery that's beyond just sleep. And it's very good for us. Scraping off any last bits of tension I feel with light touch. Taking that same aventurine rose quartz tool and running it along the back. And making a sensation of a loving friend or parent caring for us as children. Drawing the waves, lifting and lowering, like Shakti waves, but way less work. Stay there. I'm going to do a couple of protection rituals to leave you with a sense of peace and hold this space for you before you leave. Starting with the salt stones and creating a circle around you, an aura bubble. As well as to burn away any last bits of energy that aren't serving you that we might have taken off. An obsidian scratcher for protection. One sweep around the body. Some sound just to rid any more bad spirits or anything that's looking to detach onto you. Finish you off with a grounding. This is going to be a gentle squeeze and a slight hum and tone from the back of my throat. And it will just seal a sense of peace. Finding our center. Last one. I want you to slowly come back to the world by blinking your eyes open. So my advice for you, let go. It's okay, someone else can handle it, you know what I mean? Work on, when you want to act, stepping back. Not always, obviously there are things you need to do and take care of, but when you feel that need to step forward, literally, try stepping back a little bit. It'll balance you out, and it's going to keep this flowing and open here, okay? Thank you so much.
Thanks again to Grow Therapy for supporting today's relaxation. Make sure to check them out using the link in my description.